Baby girl, let the ice break. Give you all what your life is. I know what I say. Give me, baby girl, another night, yeah. When you want something, come on, you can ask and I never say no. You know what I say. Upgrade and nice, I can get you some. I met a girl from the UK.
Hi, Judy.
Hi, Brian. Come on
Brian,
in.
it's nice to meet you.
You too.
Thank you.
Baby girl, let the ice break. Give you all what your life is.
I, of course, have no idea what's happening.
Well, that was going to be one of my
Yeah.
questions, but thank you so much for inviting us into your home.
That's okay.
We're here because you agreed to participate in an interesting project
Yep.
about which you know little more.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so let me
Choices.
hand you the box. The lid is optional. You can take the lid off. Things can pop out the top. We're not too worried about that being a sacrosanct volume. Just,
Okay.
but the perimeter of the box is not to be violated.
Okay. I did get a phone call from my daughter. We had this agreement that we would go together. Didn't matter what the situation was, we wouldn't leave each other behind. She just lives 2 floors up.
Oh, okay.
And so she came to the decision that it was close enough, the fire's just across the other side of the railway line. And she said, so we're going to go. We'll go to my sister's place and where my mum lives as well. So I threw clothes into a bag. I can go through that process if you want. But in the end, it was a practical thing. It was packing clothes. But then I have a picture up here of my little dog. And I came over here and I wanted to get it because even though I have photos of her when she was a baby, my sister did that. She made that for me. So I reached up, as you can see.
I'll help you if you need
No.
it. No?
Because I couldn't reach it.
Oh, okay.
And I couldn't get it. And I was really, really distraught that I couldn't reach that because that picture I will never be able to get again. So still with my bag, with all my clothes in it, I looked around and I have in here her ashes.
Your dog's ashes.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I have her ashes and I thought, it's pewter. I can't take everything with me. The ashes, already ashes, and the pewter will probably survive. So I didn't take it.
Oh.
But then I came round here and I have this photo here of the 3 sisters. And that was taken probably 16 years ago. And it's the only photo I have of us at that time. So
I'm sorry, how many years ago?
maybe 16 years.
16 years ago.
So I put that in my bag.
Okay.
That was the only thing I took with me. Everything else I left behind. Yet I have other probably valuable things. Thought, well, if the place burns down, gold will still be gold. The diamonds will still be diamonds.
Right.
But that was the one thing I would never be able to reproduce. I'd never get
Okay.
it back. And that was important because that was my sister's.
Yes. Oh, that is precious.
It is. And
And it's a good thing we're not sticking to the lid on the box because that sticks out the top.
I will take her ashes.
Okay.
And I actually made this after she died. I went and did a glass making
Oh, okay.
workshop, and because she's a stripy little girl,
Yes, yes.
I just did that for the stripes, and I put little dots on them for the pearls that had been in her collar. And when she died, after I put some of her ashes into a little bag, and I launched her those ashes in a pink heart embossed helium-filled balloon out at Lake George, over Lake George. And so that is for the balloon. So when I had been looking around the unit to see what I should take with me, that was the most important thing, because I could reach it as well.
Okay. So we've got obviously a great attachment to your dog.
Oh yes,
Yes.
yes. She's been gone 5 years, and I had her for just off 15.
Right.
And both my children always said that I loved Molly more than I loved them.
Oh.
She was my third child,
Right. Well.
and I just tell them I practiced on them before I could get it right and have a dog. Yeah, they're not serious about it, but yeah, great attachment to Molly. Yeah. I did grab my laptop as well. I mean, that
Right,
goes with
right,
me
okay.
everywhere. So
Let's put that in the box. That's
because that's the rest of my life in here.
so the laptop. Do you have many things that are important in terms of your memories on the laptop, or is it from a functional standpoint?
A bit of both. There's a lot of the photos, but that goes with me, everywhere. Even a holiday. I'd hate to go somewhere where there was no internet.
How about things from your childhood?
Well, many years ago, we lived in Darwin, and so we went through Cyclone Tracy. We don't know whether you'd ever heard about that, but that levelled Darwin, and that got rid of a whole lot of childhood stuff. So, we didn't have a lot of photos from when we were younger. So there was, it was like age 15 was then the starting point, because that's how old I was at the cyclone. So it was like everything before then, there wasn't much around.
So
Except if other family had photos of things.
So, having been a veteran of a natural disaster already that took from you some things, did you feel? Do you have memories of that time? Do you feel?
Yeah.
Do you remember any of the emotions surrounding the discovery of what was lost?
My mother was and still is, very practical, and we didn't sort of feel as if we suffered in any way. But having said that, when I was looking at what I wanted to take with me to stay with my sister for when the fires were here,
A few weeks ago or
Yep.
months ago, yeah.
I found that actually brought up a whole lot of emotions that I didn't realise were probably really there. And when I got out to my sister's place, and where, you know, I said my mum lives there as well. So I went down to my mum's room and gave her a kiss and said, the last time I had to do this, you were in charge, and I don't want to be in charge of this.
Right.
I didn't want to have to do that. So, and maybe that was why it was so difficult to think clearly about what to take with me, because it had brought up so many other memories of that I felt had never bothered me for all that time.
Right.
But now,
Right.
all of a sudden, now that I was having to pack for things that I might never see again,
Yeah.
it was kind of beyond me.
Get.
Look, I wasn't anxious about fire season. It was once my daughter said, we're going to get out. That's now like an evacuation. The last time I had evacuated, it was, you know, this monumental thing. And I think that's why it wasn't a well-planned thing for me. So it could be that next time I will plan a bit more and maybe take more things. I don't know.
Do you know what things your daughter took? Did you talk to her about that, or was that just in boxes in her car?
I think she doesn't have the same kind of connection with a lot of material things. And so I didn't even ask her. I know she packed food so we could, you know, eat and stuff for her daughter for the next day for school, and, you know, and clothes. I think she just went down that whole practical path as well. We are prone to all of those things, you know, the cyclones, the fires, the floods, and there's probably not too many corners of this country that haven't been affected by something.
Well, I think one of the important aspects of sharing the stories with others is that, well, you've been through it a few times now. Other people have yet to encounter that kind of situation, and hearing and knowing and sort of walking through it with somebody else who's already gone through it can be a really important in terms of building the resilience of others to carry on in the face of really difficult circumstances. So thanks very much for sharing.
You're welcome, Brian. Thank you.